This is Ethics Video Chapter 22, Advertiser Pressure, the Case of the School Lunches. Suzanne Bennett, an on-your-side reporter, investigates customer complaints in a way to create a response. One day, she received a complaint from a father about his daughter's lunches at the private school she attends. He stated that the lunches were unhealthy and that they contributed to some of the health problems his daughter was having. Bennett interviewed the father and a health expert from the local Department of Health. The health expert said that the school lunches were sometimes the only meals that children get, and that they should be healthy. But Bennett had to settle for a written statement by the school. A few hours before the story was to air, it was pulled because a local advertiser with ties to the school had threatened to stop their advertising with the station. The advertiser was for a local auto dealership, one of the station's biggest advertisers, and he was known to contribute a lot of money to the school. The private school was where his children and grandchildren attended, and he did not want any bad press for the private school. Even after the situation was resolved, the station never ran the story. This confused Bennett because the story was not controversial, but she wondered what went into the decision-making process to pull the story. In the end, Bennett understood that the money from advertising took priority over the news stories, and she will now be practicing self-censorship. If Bennett wanted the story to air, then she could have talked with the news director about how her story is not a direct attack on the school, but just bringing to light how they are not adequately feeding their students. I did not think that Bennett contacting the car dealership about running the story is appropriate, but it would be the best way to get the story out faster. If Bennett is given an assignment to favorably cover a car dealership, then she should accept it, but only report the facts and not make the dealership look better than they actually are. I believe that Bennett should still do on-your-side stories because it is a reporter's job to report all the facts to people about what they want to hear about. This week has made me more ethical because now I realize that even when people try to do the right thing, some unknown forces can get in the way, but it is still a reporter's job to fight for their stories.